Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Mound. Today, we are going to be finishing up our last few maps for the
The savages have
logbooks
no
before
need of
the
these
Mound
treasures.
itself.
We do.
So, if I recall, we've done the Wreck of Lazario recently, as well as I believe we may have done the Hollowed Hills as well. We've got the Watching Trees left. We've got Near the Mound North. Near the Mound South will unlock very shortly. To start off, I'm going to do the Shambler's Hunting Ground.
Good luck.
Show you guys how to get that logbook. You can find the second music tablet, if I recall, and to get the Saint as well. So let's go ahead and board up. So you start off in a cave for this one. Make your way out. Forward. We've already talked about the indexes being from the previous fort, so you're not going to get a second read on those. This area has a gun and some ammo. Usually has at least some ammo. There's ammo here, and right by this little like hut thing always. You can take a right after going up that small hill to enter the map. And this map is pretty large. So I'll do my best to try and keep everybody on track. To start off, you're going to go straight between the two curved rocks, and as always, there's tons of idols and stuff like that, so if that's something you're after, feel free to peek around as you go along, or wait till we get the logbook and then you can go to town. But those of you trying to quickly get in and out, it's pretty straightforward. So the forest is relatively one straight path, even though it kind of opens up in that area. It's all going to lead to the full kind of like open end of the map, which is right here. You'll know you're there once you get to this weird tentacle like carving that whispers. To the right, you can already see the fence and the fort area, but it's unreachable through that area. You're going to actually go left, and you can run towards the pillar that has the carvings on it, as well as the little flame. If you're playing with teammates and friends and stuff like that, you can both. You're going to need at least two people. You can each grab one of these handles, pull that wagon. There's a chest down there, which you can get. Without a teammate, you just have no way of getting that chest to open on your own, even though it seems like it should be within range. But yes, past that chest, you're kind of going to walk towards the edge line here where all the trees are. Let me grab these Matiko flowers, and we're just going to drop right by them. I'm not sure if I've talked about these before, but those red exploding pustules that leave like this red mist behind, they impregnate you with that centipede that you find yourself randomly vomiting up and then having to deal with. If you eat the Matiko flowers after being exposed to that red stuff, it will go ahead and essentially kill the parasite and save you from having to deal with that later. So it's a very useful bit of information, because sometimes, you know, a pustule could be right on the other side of this tree. You wouldn't know it until you get hit, just because it's something you can't predict. Either way, the trail here was pretty straightforward. We dropped off a small ledge right after that wagon, and then we just kind of followed the path. We didn't fall any lower, and mind you, you can. This map is enormous. You just follow the trail, you'll come up on this like rock bridge. As soon as you cross it, you can immediately see that we are at the fort. Over here on the left-hand side is the second music tablet. You've got humelhide, firewood, crossbow bolts here. To the right of this hut, you want to go down this way, because this is where we're going to find the next saint. And just get rid of one of these rations. Saint Michael. I believe he may help with sword damage. It almost seems obvious given he has a sword in his hand. But definitely nice saint to pick up, and if you just like to collect stuff like I do, it's something that's so easy to pick up. So yeah, just right of the hut, travel on down. You can't miss it. I'm gonna grab the Fort Logbook here. Now, for anybody else looking to explore and stuff like that, the map is yours. If you want to just leave and you can kind of backtrack based off the video, go for it. Otherwise, I'm gonna go right outside the fort from the opposite end, turn right. All of this is open map to explore, but this is kind of a thing that needs to be shown just for the people who want to linger and explore. You're going to kind of fall right from that fort area, get on this main trail, and run it back to where the fort wall was when we first entered this area. Because this is a locked door that you want to unlock, and there was that. There's a bird around here. You can hear it. There's also zombies. Area you want to linger around too much. This map, I think, online especially, sees a ton of aggressive enemies. I'm not sure if there's like a set spawn rate per map, but this one I find that this is one of the harder ones to survive. And of course, we've got that mutated horse creature spawning, who is looking to one-shot players. Not sure if I was exposed to the centipede, but I'll just eat that to make sure that I'm not going to randomly start vomiting. So, now that we've got the music tablet, the saint, and the Fort Logbook, we're just going to follow the trail back. There is a slight deviation in the way that those shots are made, but either way, it doesn't matter. Actually, you see these roots, how they're prepping this guy, they're going to revive him. That is why the torch is probably the best thing you can get at the fort. Especially on the higher missions, you have so many zombies that it's almost like a 1 in 3 chance they're going to respawn after you take them down, and they might even respawn several times over. So having a torch to go ahead and stop them from respawning it's huge. It helps keep an area safe as you guys kind of maneuver through it and work your way around. Unlike single player, where I kind of move as I need to, and there's no need to worry about anything that respawns behind me because I'm not going to be going back. Online, you have a lot of people that kind of straggle and get distracted. You can never really go in one direction cohesively, so having a torch just to make sure that you're not dealing with tons of respawning enemies it's very, very big. Not only that, but it also helps you see in caves, which is also a huge plus. But yes, here we are, back at the boat, and now we get to leave.
Are you ready to return?
With all of our items.
These words were found on a page of the journal that the sailors recovered that day. I believe the journal belonged to Inez.
Turn to the galleon.
Let's see if you fulfilled your end of the agreement.
Yes, treasure. The reason we are here.
What food did they bring?
Little more than mushrooms, it would seem.
What supplies did they bring?
Not much to look at.
What do you reckon these things are worth?
A few small statues. More than nothing. Less than they should.
Good. Another logbook. We need to know where to head next.
For those following along, just to kind of recap here, these are the 5 cursed idols or occult items. Once you get all of these, you're pretty much done. The Slave Finder was the last one we found. These 5 are all that you need, are all that you're going to find in game as of current. So that's kind of like an end that we've already completed in terms of the collectibles. For Saint Michael here. Here we go. Power strengthens the hand that wields swords and blades, so he does improve attack damage on the swords and bladed weapons. Never really used him. I'm not sure how significant the difference is, but I mean, I guess it would be worth a try. I might try that on a later video just to see if it's worth the use or not. Yep, so that pretty much wraps it up. I hope everybody enjoyed, learned something. Please leave a like, a comment if you enjoyed your time here. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Thank you for joining us, and have a good one. See you on the next one.